Hello, welcome back to my channel, No Fake Bags. Today is about one of my all-time favorites, which is the Chanel Timeless Classic Flat Bag in black and gold hardware. And this model is about, I'd say, 20 years old, even though I think you don't see it that bad. Obviously, I've taken good care of it. It's the jumbo. You can also see that here with the seam in the middle. It's the largest flat bag in terms of size. And I know when it was manufactured due to the sticker inside, the identity, or let's say security card as some call it. It starts with a 5-2, so I know it was about the time of 1998, 1999 when this was manufactured. Today I'm going to show you a bit about it, how I take care of it, how I store the bag, and we will go a little bit into pricing as well. So let's start. So obviously I have some stuffing in here just to hold the shape, which is really important. Otherwise you get those marks on the edges, which are not too nice. So always make sure to stuff it right. And also with the chain, make sure they don't rub along each other too much, and also not on the outside of the leather. So I always have them inside if I store the bag. Now have a closer look to the inside. It's a lovely burgundy colored leather, and yeah, it only has two pockets here, one without a zipper and one with the Chanel zipper. It's this one right here, tiny little golden piece. Now this is a single flap bag, so obviously Karl Lagerfeld was the designer behind it, and you can wear this bag singly with just one, maybe even one chain, maybe crossbody, or with the two just like that, which both ways are pretty nice, and you see it quite often worn like that. Now the sticker here is on the right hand side below here. That is where the sticker is. You can hardly see it, I believe. And looking to the buckle, you see it's still nice and golden. It says Chanel Paris. It has those screws, which are known to be used in Chanel bags. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty neat condition. What happens to the leather after 10-15 years is that it's fading the color. So if you have a black bag, it tends to be brownish more towards the older the bag gets. But in this case here, I believe it's still pretty nice and dark. Obviously you can use some products to keep the leather nice and smooth and to care for the leather now and then. However, this is not as much done on this bag because it's overall in pretty good condition. So the only thing I did, and when I purchased this bag about 4 years ago, I went to a Chanel store. Obviously I love to go to the store, even though with a vintage bag. And what wasn't so nice anymore was the leather inside the chains. So I had that replaced, and it cost 65 euros, which I believe would be like 70-80 US dollars. Not too bad. And they basically had the same leather, and this is the only way you can see actually that this leather is a bit more vintage, and the leather in the chain, it's a bit more dark. But the more often you use it, have it outside, even in the sunlight, it will get the all over kind of patina, which they call it. Okay, what we haven't looked at is the back side. So also for those of you interested in purchasing a Chanel vintage bag, make sure this is something you can always look out for, that everything is nice and neat. The bag looks all over you know, perfectly sewn together. Everything matches, and make sure there's also the burgundy color here inside the back pocket. And also, if you touch it from the inside, the pattern, which you can see all over the bag, is also inside of here. Some fakes don't have that. Okay, what else there to say about this bag? Well, there's a little, I'm not sure if you can see it that good. There it is. There's a little Chanel security, I think. Don't even know what it says, but it is a symbol that's engraved here, which is important for the bags produced after 1995 and before 2000, 2001 or 2. So you see that quite a lot on those bags. So yeah, obviously when I went to Chanel, I also got the Chanel dust bag with it, and this is where I keep it. I stuff it with a lot of paper, and this is how I store it. Something else to say about the cleaning. Well, inside it's all leather, so you can always use just a leather product, no colored obviously, to keep it smooth and also to get rid of marks. And maybe something I haven't shown you yet is that it says here again, you can see that right here. Yes, it says made in France. And then we have here the on the other side, we have the Chanel logo as well. So yeah, it's a classic. I can recommend buying this bag. It always holds its value, talking about pricing. Having the dust bag and the card with it, and also I have done repair on it to have the all over look and shape. I would believe bags like that in this condition would come up to 3,000 euros, or let's say if you're talking US dollars, it would be about between 3,000 and 4,000. Because it's a vintage piece, you can't get them anymore. And yeah, it's what I totally forgot to say, this is the lambskin leather, so it's not calf, it's lamb, so which is rare. So talking this as well, the value of this bag obviously is a bit more than just a calfskin leather bag. So yeah, if you have any questions about this gorgeous, timeless jumbo piece, let me know. Happy to talk details with you. Leave me any comments below.